There's a lyrical, even poetic, intensity in all of F. Scott Fitzgerald's novels, but it is The Great Gatsby, which celebrates its 100th birthday this year, where we feel that poetic intensity on every page. The brilliant young romantic poet John Keats was Fitzgerald's favorite poet, and Ode to a Nightingale was his favorite poem, with echoes of the poem strewn throughout his works. Ode to a Nightingale even furnished the title of Fitzgerald's great novel, Tender is the Night. In May, I will be releasing a video on Fitzgerald and Romantic Poetry. But for now, here is Fitzgerald just months before he died in 1940, reciting from memory his beloved Ode to a Nightingale. Fitzgerald gets a bunch of it wrong, forgetting lines or substituting a different word, and it's only the first half of the poem. But it is an immensely feeling recitation, and I'm quite sure Fitzgerald, as he recited it, was casting an eye over the whole course of his life through Keats's inspired words.
My heart aches, and a drowsy numbness pains my sense, as if of hemlock I had drunk, or emptied some dull opiate to the drains. A moment since, and leafy word it sunk. 'Tis not from envy thine happy lot, but being too happy in thine happiness, that thou, light-winged dryad of the trees, in some melodious plot of beech and green, and shadows numberless, singest of summer and full-throated ease. Oh, for a draught of vintage that hath been cooled a long hour in the deep-delved earth, tasting of flora and the country green dance, and Provençal song and sunbeam mirth. Oh, for a beaker full of the warm south, full of the true, the blushful hippocrene, with beaded bubbles winking at the brim, and purple stained mouth, that I might drink and with thee fade into the forest dim, fade far away, and fast forget what thou on earth hast never known. The weariness, the fever, and the fret, here where men sit and hear each other groan, where palsy shakes a few last sad gray hairs, where youth grows dumb and fever thin and dies, new love cannot live beyond tomorrow, where beauty cannot live